Just 37 miles from downtown Seoul is the sobering reminder that Korea is a divided nation. The DMZ, or Demilitarized Zone, is the 2.5-mile-wide separation between North and South Korea and the most heavily armed border in the world.
I mean, you're the first guy across the border from communist North Korea. So
that is correct.
27,000 American troops are stationed in South Korea. U.S. Navy Lieutenant Commander Christopher Dignan is from Burlington, Massachusetts. He mans a DMZ command post just 45 feet from the border. Here, contacting North Korea is as simple as picking up the phone.
If for some reason they don't want to answer the phone, I've got to resort to some different means to get their attention, at which point I've got the bullhorn over there.
The Joint Security Area, also known as Panmunjom, is the iconic spot where South and North Korean soldiers stand face to face.
This is the demarcation line as it's marked off here in Panmunjom. And it's a concrete pad. Most people have visions of a heavily fortified border, and that's not the case. It's concrete pad here and 1,292 panel markers that stretch throughout the rest of the DMZ.
The American presence here goes back decades. At the end of World War II, Korea was liberated from Japanese rule. The U.S. and Soviet Union divided the country in half. But in 1950, the Communist North attacked the South. The resulting Korean War technically continues to this day, despite the 1953 ceasefire that created the DMZ. Since that time, South Korea's security has been ensured by a U.S.-Korea military alliance.
And one of the world's largest armies just across the border.
From what we know, most of their army just arrayed outside the DMZ.
During our visit, North Korean soldiers keep an eye on our crew. South Korean soldiers stand guard in a modified ready position for Taekwondo. Almost all of the security battalion is South Korean. For young men, military service is mandatory.
So it's a very different sense of nationhood, sense of your ethnicity.
Kim Eun-mi is a professor of international studies at Ewha Women's University in Seoul.
The Koreans often like to use the term Han, and it's like deep sorrow. What has affected us is we know there is a part of our people who are living on the other side who are not able to communicate or connect or know if they're alive.
But the mood here is quiet, even peaceful. During their afternoon break, these North Korean soldiers relax with colleagues and visitors.
When I come up here, I feel a sense of contradiction and irony because it's so peaceful and quiet and serene.
In fact, over the years, the virtually untouched DMZ has become a lush nature and wildlife preserve. Only one community exists inside the southern half of the DMZ, a 200-year-old farming village called Daesongdong.
There are 218 residents that live in Daesongdong, and they are all descendants of the original residents here in the Panmun Valley. They have to spend 240 nights of the year here to maintain their residency.
Hard to do because of strict rules.
They need to have their doors and windows locked by midnight because they have been victims of kidnappings and violence from North Koreans in the past.
On the North Korean side of the DMZ is the village of Kijongdong, marked by a towering flag. From here, North Korea used to broadcast propaganda at South Korea.
It was meant purely as a symbol of the great progress under communism, but no one lives there. The buildings are shells.
And you sleep well at night?
I do. You get used to it after a while, but I'm always slightly on edge, just waiting for that noise in the middle of the night.
Koreans aren't quite so anxious. Professor Kim says tensions are melting as North and South inch carefully toward reconciliation.
Economic cooperation is on a much steadier ground, and it continues. And the railways, the roadways have been connected already, so these are signs that we are getting toward that goalpost of reunification. You look at the hot flashes, but you don't see the undercurrent that has developed into a major stream, I think.
The relationship between North and South Korea has seen many ups and downs since we first aired this show. The most promising event took place during the 2018 Winter Olympics when North and South Korea marched under a united flag during the opening ceremony. South Korean President Moon Jae-in and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un later held a successful summit that was supposed to usher in a new era of peace. Just this week, however, North Korea blew up a joint liaison office used for talks with South Korea, saying it was in retaliation for defectors sending anti-North Korean pamphlets north of the DMZ. Next, Anthony meets the Grand Master.